Did you know the biggest way to slow down the aging process is to increase lean muscle mass? Increasing our percentage of lean muscle mass is the #1 anti-aging strategy. Skeletal muscles make up about 40% of our muscle mass and secrete chemical messengers called myokines. Well over 100 myokines have been discovered. Researchers are showing myokines have major effects on how we think and feel. Myokines are so important that muscle cells are now being recognized as the leading secreting organ. Among other things, myokines are associated with improved cognition and stimulate BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Receptors for myokines are found on muscle, fat, liver, pancreas, bone, immune, heart, and brain cells. They also participate in tissue regeneration and repair, mitochondrial enhancement, immunomodulation, and cell signaling. And yet, with all the benefits of healthy muscle, sarcopenia is still rampant in the elderly. Sarcopenia is the loss of muscle mass and strength, resulting in poor physical performance that occurs with advancing age. You have tools right now available to your practice that you can use to assess your patients for sarcopenia. It may not seem like it, but you will radically change your patients' lives by motivating them to increase lean muscle. Obviously, we need to eat and digest enough protein to support lean muscle. The RDA for protein is 0.8 grams per kilogram or 0.36 grams per pound of body weight. And yet, almost 40% of people 70 years of age are deficient. Consuming a low protein diet below the RDA leads to a significant decline in muscle strength and muscle mass, especially in older women. But if we want to gain muscle mass, we need to eat and digest a minimum of about 0.054 grams per pound of protein each day. So for a 170-pound person, that's 92 grams of protein. That's a lot of protein. You can see why a heart-to-heart conversation with your patient to find high-quality protein is important. Biotics Research makes several forms of protein: a filtered whey protein called whey protein isolate, pea protein isolate, and hydrolyzed collagen protein. Since collagen is necessary for hair, skin, nails, and connective tissue, I personally use the hydrolyzed collagen protein. It provides 20 grams of pre-digested protein per 2 scoops, in addition to 17 grams of valuable collagen. I also like the whey protein isolate because it mixes with anything and has the casein filtered out, which reduces dairy sensitivities. Both hydrolyzed collagen and whey protein isolate come in vanilla and chocolate. With sarcopenia, we also want to consider growth hormone. Growth hormone, among other things, has been associated with a reduction in adipose fat, increases in oxygen utilization, muscle strength, and muscle growth. Growth hormone also increases calcium retention and mineralization of the bone, which is very important with osteoporosis patients. Perhaps even more important is the role of growth hormone in tissue repair. So if we're going to increase strength and reduce the potential of falls and injuries that are associated with our older patients, i.e. sarcopenia, let's look at how naturally to increase growth hormone. Since the highest levels of natural growth hormone are secreted during exercise and while sleeping, obviously a program with aerobic exercise and progressive resistance training is essential. But a supplement that's been virtually untapped in the prevention and treatment of sarcopenia is Gaminol Forte. Here's why. Dr. David Brownstein did a small study assessing growth hormone using IGF-1 as a marker. Using Gaminol Forte 2-3 times a day, Dr. Brownstein found 10 out of 10 women aged 29 to 77 had increases in growth hormone after supplementing for 5 weeks. Gamma-ryzanol is a fat-soluble antioxidant compound that comes from rice. The molecule also contains small amounts of a water-soluble component called ferulic acid, or FRAC. However, most of the research pointed to the water-soluble component, ferulic acid, as having the strongest phytochemical properties. In light of this, Biotics Research substantially increased the ratio of ferulic acid to pure gamma-ryzanol in Gaminol Forte. Each tablet is 50 milligrams of water-soluble ferulic acid to 25 milligrams of pure gamma-ryzanol. Patients routinely say they just feel stronger, especially elderly patients. And that's the point of this discussion. Broadening your skills to include sarcopenia and anti-aging therapies is well worth your time. Also, consistent encouragement for all your patients to start a new wellness lifestyle could make a difference in how they spend their golden years. Talk to your patients about their muscle mass, strength, and physical performance. And don't forget to ask your patients about their parents. Thanks for joining me today. I look forward to being with you again next Tuesday.